Let's make history. The territory that is now Highbridge, the neighborhood in the West Bronx, was originally inhabited by the Siwanoy Native Americans. And these are people whose settlement reached all the way over into Connecticut. They called it, before it was Highbridge, they called it Nuasin, which translates to the land in between, because back then, that chunk of land was sandwiched between the Harlem River on one side, and on the other side, there was a creek, which no longer exists. And yes, Highbridge was named after literally a bridge which connects the Bronx with Upper Manhattan. That bridge was built by Irish immigrants in around 1848. Remember, that whole side of the Bronx, particularly Spite and Dival and Riverdale in the far West Bronx, were bleeding over into the area where Highbridge is, back in the 1800s, was used by the aristocrats of New York to get away from the congestion of other central parts like Lower Manhattan. Highbridge is essentially that neighborhood directly behind Yankee Stadium. If you go to Yankee Stadium and you continue going north, you're in the hood. You're in Highbridge. Many of those blocks in Highbridge, Anderson, Woody Crest, Nelson, Ogden, Summit, Shakespeare, Plimpton, were named after these old aristocratic families who owned estates in that region. Ogden was named after William B. Ogden, who, fun fact, was actually the first mayor of Chicago. Little not so fun fact for people who are into the 80s and 90s hip hop, KRS-One's DJ, who actually discovered KRS-One, one of the greatest rappers of all time, don't believe the hype, Scott LaRock. He was a counselor and started the group Boogie Down Production. He was killed in Highbridge Projects. They shot at him from the roof as he tried to settle a dispute between D Nice, one of the other members, and some local girl. R.I.P. Scott LaRock. Everything happens for a reason, though. Still, for the first half of the 20th century and some of the end of the 19th century, the 1800s, it was predominantly an Irish neighborhood. Now it's a mixture of African Americans, Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans, and it is somewhat undergoing gentrification now at this point, so that is probably going to change soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to WillFloresTV on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and X.